today.
No. What is your question?
Outlined
No,
in the
no,
court
no, Mr.
form.
Elizondo, no.
Your Honor, respectfully, as a bailor and grantor, I've granted this court equitable title for settlement of any
No,
charges
sir. This
under
is a
doctrine
criminal
of
court. No,
trust
sir.
and merit.
Mr. Elizondo.
Your Honor, for the record, respectfully, I am a Texas common law free man. I do not participate in corporate Ponzi schemes that require me to have
This is
registration
not that, sir.
and
This is not
insurance.
Mr.
I do
Elizondo.
not
Stop.
consent. Gave
No,
this
no. Let
court
me no,
equitable
Mr.
title for
Elizondo,
settlement
stop. Mr.
of
Elizondo,
any
stop.
charge
Mr.
under
Elizondo.
doctrine of trust merge.
Mr. Elizondo, stop.
Alzando courtroom disruption. Mr. Alzando. Today, no. What is your question? No, no, no.
Judge.
Mr. Alzando, no.
Mr. Alzando.
Your Honor, respectfully, as a bailor and grantor, I've granted this court equitable title for settlement of any kind.
Judge. No, sir.
This is a criminal court. Mr. Alzando. Your Honor, for the record, respectfully, I am a Texas common law free man. I do not participate in corporate Ponzi schemes that require me to have.
Judge.
This is not that, sir. This is not.
Good morning, Your Honor. My Christian name is Jose, and my family name is Elizondo. I am the bailor today, and respectfully ask an issue to raise.
Wait, Mr. Elizondo, wait. Jose Elizondo, I show that you have one case pending, and that is expired registration. Do you understand that's the charge that is pending against you?
Yes, I understand, but
Okay,
respectfully,
sir. Okay, hang on. There's several steps we need to take over. Were you able to hear my explanation about defendant's rights and
Yes.
options that I went over at the start of court?
yes,
Do you have any questions about those rights or options?
yes.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, respectfully, I haven't received my documentation that I requested in a timely manner to proceed today.
No. What is your question?
Outlined
No,
in
no,
the court
no, Mr.
form.
Elizondo, no. What is your question about the rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
I have no questions regarding that.
Okay, then to this charge of expired registration, actually, I'm going to stop and say, you mailed in payment.
I did.
You mailed in $3 and you have a balance due of $129. So with that payment of $3, we've already entered a plea of no contest for you because Texas law allows that to be entered for you. So we're set here to determine, are you able to make the balance of your payment by Monday, or do you need some time to pay that out?
Your Honor, respectfully, as a bailor and grantor, I've granted this court equitable title for settlement of any
No,
charges
sir.
under
This is a
doctrine
criminal
of
court. No,
trust
sir.
and merge.
Mr. Elizondo, this is not a civil court. There are no parties like that in this proceeding. You're a defendant. You're not a grantor. I'm the judge. And so that does not apply to this court. You may have read that might be something in a civil court. That does not apply here. So my question to you, sir, is since you've already mailed in payment and indicated a plea of no contest by mailing in a payment under Texas law, can you get the balance paid by Monday? Or do you need some time to pay that out? Or do you have a financial situation that you need a financial packet?
Your Honor, for the record, respectfully, I am a Texas common law free man. I do not participate in corporate Ponzi schemes that require me to have
This
registration.
is not that, sir.
and
This is not,
insurance.
Mr.
I do
Elizondo,
not
stop.
consent.
Mr. Elizondo, stop. This is not the time to make a statement. You see, we have like 12 other people who are set here. You're set on a criminal charge. This is not time for you just to go and make a statement about a civil matter that it is not set in this court.
So are you saying that I don't have civilian due process of law?
No, but this is not a civil matter. You're raising terms in regards to this as if this were like a civil lawsuit. This is a criminal charge where
It's
you've
not
already.
criminal, Your Honor.
Yes, it is, sir. This is a Class C criminal charge in Texas, displaying an expired registration. That is a Class C criminal charge, and you mailed in partial payment. So I'm trying to determine, are you able to make the rest of your payment by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
I have the right to equitable title for this settlement or any charges on the doctrine of trust merge.
This is
And
not a matter.
respectfully-
This is not a matter of a
respectfully,
title to a vehicle or anything like that, sir. You seem to be confusing some civil law.
Well,
with the
I
pending
have
criminal.
some confusion because on Supreme Court case law Murdoch versus Pennsylvania, they clearly state that you don't need registration or insurance for private personal travel, and I don't consent to any corporate Ponzi scheme.
Alzando expired registration case. Mr. Alzando. Good morning, Your Honor. My Christian name is Jose, and my family name is Alzando. I am the bearer today and respectfully ask.
Judge.
Wait, Mr. Elzando. Jose Elzando, I show that you have one case pending, expired registration. Do you understand that's the charge against you? Mr. Elzando. Yes, I understand, but respect.
Judge.
Okay, hang on.
There are several steps we need to take.
Were you able to hear the explanation I gave earlier regarding defendants' rights and options? Mr. Elzando.
Yes, Judge.
Do you have any questions about those rights or options? Mr. Elzando.
Yes, Judge.
Go ahead. What's your question?
Okay, well, this is nothing to do with a corporation. This is a Texas charge, and you've already mailed in a payment for this. So you've indicated a plea of no contest. Are you saying that you're not pleading that? Then why
Your
did you
Honor,
give them
as a
$3?
bailior and grantor, I gave
No,
this
no,
court
no, Mr.
equitable title for
Elizondo,
settlement
stop. Mr.
of
Elizondo,
any
stop.
charge under
Mr. Elizondo.
doctrine of trust merge.
Mr. Elizondo, stop. Why did you mail in $3?
Because as a bailior and grantor, I have granted to this court equitable title for settlement of any
No, sir, we do not settle.
charges
And, sir,
under trust
Mr.
merge.
Elizondo, there's no party in a criminal charge that's called a bailior, and you cannot claim a position that is not one in this court.
Your Honor,
There's
are
no
you giving
status
me-
of bailior.
Are you giving me finance?
No, sir, listen, I
Oh.
need you to listen to me. I need you to listen to me. There's no status of bailior or grantor in this criminal court. You may have read some cases in regards to some other matter. You are a
can you give
defendant.
me-
No, Mr. Elizondo, you need to be quiet and listen. You're a defendant. You mailed in $3, which is partial payment of a total of $132. All right. Now, by law, when you mail in a payment, a plea of no contest is entered. All right. So my question to you was, when you mailed in the $3, was that your intent to make a partial payment, requesting a payment plan, or were you attempting to post a bond?
My intent was, like I said, I am the bailior and grantee. I have granted this court equitable title for settlement of any charges under doctrine of trust merge. That's my answer to your question.
Okay, that is not an answer that applies in criminal court. So based upon your payment of $3, the court has already entered a plea of no contest, and I'm going to order that you get the balance paid
Your Honor,
within 30
respectfully.
days.
Okay, Your Honor, respectfully, with those documents that you have, I didn't receive any documentation requested in a timely manner to proceed today. Outlining my
Sir,
full
sir,
long under
if
Chapter
you-
66 of Texas Civil Practice Code, which
Okay,
is
stop,
provable
Mr. Elizondo,
and
Mr. Elizondo, stop. The Civil Practice Code does not apply to this courtroom. This is the Code of Criminal Procedure applies to the criminal courtroom. So the Civil Code does not
But
apply.
I still have a civilian due process, Your Honor.
Well,
And I have
yes,
not
but
entered a plea.
you did by mailing it in. By mailing that in, that's entering a plea of no contest. You mailed in a payment of $3.
Your Honor.
You can
Like I
get the
said,
balance paid.
The reason why I did that as a bailior and grantor, like I stated multiple times, I've granted this court equitable title for settlement.
Okay,
under
Mr.
any doctrine
Elizondo,
of trust merge.
Mr. Elizondo, were you wanting to plead not guilty and request a trial?
No. Respectfully, Your Honor. Constitutionally, too. For the record, I am a Texas common law free man. I do not participate in any Ponzi schemes that require me to have registration and insurance. I do not consent quasi jurisdiction. Respectfully, Your Honor, I plead for a civilian due process of law.
Court tries to clarify intent of $3 payment.
Judge.
This has nothing to do with corporations. This is a Texas criminal charge. Mr. Elzando, I am the grantor. I gave.
Judge. No.
Mr. Elzando, stop. Why did you mail in $3? Mr. Elzando, because as a bailior and grantor, I have granted this court equitable title for settlement of any.
Judge. No, sir.
That concept does not apply here. There is no bailior in criminal court. Mr. Elzando, Your Honor, there's no status of bailior given me financial.
Judge.
Sir, please listen. You're a defendant. You mailed in $3 of a $132 balance. Under the law, that counts as a no contest plea. Was your intent to make a partial payment or to post bond? Mr. Elzando, as I've stated, I am the bailior and grantee.
Okay, well, you're
Under Section
receiving,
1, Article 10.
okay, Mr. Elizondo, you're receiving the exact same due process that every other person who's appeared in this court has. And you have mailed in a payment of $3, and that payment is received as a plea of no contest.
Who is my accuser, Your Honor, respectfully?
The state of Texas. That citation that you received, that is the accusation. And
Okay, well, I
so,
would like to go to trial for this.
so you're indicating that you wish to change your plea from no contest to not guilty?
Yes.
All right. And you wish to waive your right to jury trial, or do you wish to request a jury trial?
No.
So no jury trial. You wish to waive your right to a jury trial?
1 second, please. Never mind. Give me a jury trial, please.
So you wish to request a jury trial?
Yes.
And you will be representing yourself, or will you be retaining counsel?
Myself.
Okay. Do you understand that if you request a jury trial, if you're found guilty, in addition to the regular state court cost, there is an additional jury trial court cost that's assessed if you're convicted. Your case is going to be reset for a pretrial hearing that is going to be for our May contest docket, which is at 6 p.m. on May 7th.
Plea change and jury trial request. Mr. Elizondo, under Section 1, Article 10,
Judge.
Mr. Elizondo, you are receiving the same due process as every other person. You mailed in $3, accepted as a no contest plea. Mr. Elizondo, who is my accuser?
Judge.
The state of Texas. The citation is your formal accusation. Mr. Elizondo, I'd like to go to trial.
Judge.
So you want to change your plea to not guilty?
Attacked and assaulted and kidnapped 2 different times, just one time. Recite your oath of office, your delegation of authority order, and your bond information.
What is your name?
I am Brian. My family name is Wilkinson.
All right. We'll go on the record in State of Kansas versus Brian J. Wilkinson. Case number 25 CR 67. The state appears by County Attorney Darren DeVinny. Mr. Wilkinson appears in person by Zoom. We're here for a first appearance. Mr. Wilkinson, you're appearing by a summons. I'm going to go over your charges with you. There are 3 counts, all alleged to have occurred on June 4th, 2024 in Butler County, Kansas. Count 1 alleges you were in unlawful possession of methamphetamine. That is a level 5 drug felony. Count 2 alleges you are in unlawful possession of paraphernalia for use. That is a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Count 3 is an allegation of possession of marijuana, also a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Do you understand what you've been charged with, Mr. Wilkinson?
I do not understand, Your Honor.
Yeah, what don't you understand?
I had thought that this matter was already settled on the case that Mr. Watts was representing me for.
Okay, I'm not aware of that particular matter. That may have been a different case. I'm not sure.
Well, there wasn't a different case. I mean, I wasn't attacked and assaulted and kidnapped 2 different times, just one time.
Mr.
And
DeVinny, do you know
the-
anything about another case involving Mr. Wilkinson?
Let's see. Well, I know there's criminal history. I know he's a B on the grid. He has out of at least Butler County cases, we've got a driving while suspended, an old 23 traffic case that's closed. And then he has this open case now for possession of methamphetamine.
Do you know of, is there one where Mr. Watts representing that you know of?
Not that I'm aware of. Well, Your Honor.
All right, well, I don't know, Mr. Wilkinson, that can be sorted out. Can you afford to hire an attorney to represent you?
I'm sui juris.
Excuse me?
I'm sui juris, and I would appreciate it, Your Honor, if you would recite your oath of office, your delegation of authority order, and your bond information for the
I'm not
record?
going to do that, Mr. Wilkinson. Can you afford to hire an attorney?
I am not a ward of the court. I'm not an idiot. I know how to speak for myself.
Okay. Do you
I
wish to
won't be-
represent yourself?
Well, I am myself. I can't represent myself, but yes,
Are
I
you,
will be talking for myself.
all right. You understand you have a right to have an attorney represent you on this case?
Yeah, but that makes me a ward of the court. If I am seen as too stupid to talk for myself,
Kansas case, State v. Brian Wilkinson.
Judge.
Will go on the record in State of Kansas v. Brian J. Wilkinson, case number 25, CR 67. State appears by County Attorney Darren Daney. Mr. Wilkinson appears via Zoom. Mr. Wilkinson, you're appearing by summons. I'm going to go over your charges, all alleged to have occurred on June 4th, 2024, in Butler County. Count 1. Unlawful possession of methamphetamine, level 5 drug felony. Count 2. Unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, class B misdemeanor. Count 3. Possession of marijuana, class B misdemeanor. Do you understand what you've been charged with? Mr. Wilkinson,
Do you understand
have-
that if you can't afford an attorney to represent you, one would be appointed for you?
I also understand that all attorneys' first duty is for the court and not for their clients. So
Do you
I wouldn't
understand
want.
you have that right, Mr. Wilkinson?
I do understand my rights. Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
I'm going to go ahead and appoint James Watts to represent you if you think that he's represented you on something that may be in line with this case. So he'll be
Yeah.
with you when you appear back in front of me, and that'll be on my preliminary hearing control docket. Do you have something to write with, Mr.
Yes,
Wilkinson?
sir.
All right. Your
Yes,
court date will be in front of me by Zoom on May the 19th at 2:30.
May 19th, 2:30 p.m.
That's correct. Do you have Mr.
Okay.
Watts's contact information?
Yes, I
Steve?
do, Your Honor.
You might contact his office and let them know that court date. We need to set
Okay.
a bond. Mr. Devaney, what's your recommendation for bond?
The defendant does appear here voluntarily by summons here today, so I'd request a $10,000 OR bond for the defendant.
What was the amount?
$10,000.
All right, I'll set a $10,000 OR bond. He'll need to be processed, I'm assuming.
Well, he initially had a first appearance back on June 5th of 24 at 1:30. At that point, we were waiting on KBI Labs and we released him. So I believe he's actually been arrested and processed.
Okay.
He just needs to come to 201 West Pine. If he can make it here today before 5, that's great. If not, probably on Monday to come up to the front desk so he can sign his bond.
All right, Mr. Wilkinson, can you make it up to the Judicial Center this afternoon to sign your OR bond?
It'll probably need to be Monday, Your Honor.